You can't talk about German cars without talking about Porsche, and you can't talk about Porsche without mentioning the brand's signature set of wheels, the 911. At the 1963 Frankfurt IAA Motor Show, the world met the Porsche 901, which was renamed 911 for its 1964 market launch. It was a before and after moment in sports car history. The word legend is tossed around a bit too loosely by auto enthusiasts, but in this case, it may be the only fitting word to describe the 911's place in history as one of the most celebrated and oldest continuously produced sports cars on Earth. Many variations would follow, including the Targa, Carrera, and Turbo, but the car that embodies the Porsche brand in style and performance still looks remarkably similar today. There would be no Porsche 911 without the 356, and there's number 356 collectors value more than the Speedster. It was the first car to bear the Porsche name and was road certified in June 1948. With rear-wheel drive and a rear-engine layout, the fast, nimble, and beautiful 356 would be the standard by which all 911s, and therefore all sports cars, would be judged in the years that followed. Although it lasted only 4 years, from 1968 to 1972, the Mercedes-Benz 300cell 6.3 remains one of the greatest Benzes in history. The carmaker borrowed the massive 6.3-litre M100 V8 engine from the ultra-luxe 600 limousine and dropped it into the top-of-the-line 300 cell, which was powered by 6 cylinders. What emerged was the most luxurious Mercedes on Earth, as well as the most powerful. A nearly 2-ton sports sedan that behaved like a muscle car but rode like a limo, the 300cell 6.3 was the fastest 4-door production car in the world when it first made audiences drool at the Geneva Motor Show in 1968. In 1987, one car and one car only could claim to be faster and more capable than the vaunted Ferrari Testarossa, Porsche 959, and Lamborghini Countach, whose posters adorned the bedroom walls of car-obsessed kids everywhere, the rough center Yellowbird. With a top speed of 213 miles per hour, impressive today and virtually unheard of in 1987, it won unofficial record laps at the Nardo Ring, the Nürburgring Nordschleife track, and Volkswagen's Erlesian test track in Germany. Only 29 were ever built, fewer than the legendary Ferrari 250 GTO, built for championship racing. Fewer than 1,300 BMW 3.0 CSLs were ever made after the original debuted in 1972. Thinner-gauge steel and aluminum construction made it incredibly light, and since soundproofing and trim were jettisoned for weight, it wasn't built to be comfortable, it was built to be light and fast, which it certainly was. To be eligible for the over 3-litre racing division, the engine was rebored to 3003 cc. Its large air dams, short fins, and tall rear wing combined with its power and weight, or lack thereof, to make it one of the most complete racing machines ever built. In terms of raising the bar, there can be no argument that the Benz patent Motorwagen is the most important German car of all time. Before Carl Benz patented his Motorwagen in 1886, after all, there was no bar to raise. Widely accepted as the first production automobile, it represents the dawn of the era of the personal automobile, which would go on to shape the 20th century and world history. It rode on 3 wheels, but the real driving force was what powered those wheels: Benz's gasoline-powered 4-stroke piston engine, a refined version of the 2-stroke engine that he first developed in 1879.